Today we're going to be making these viral crochet flip-flops. What we'll need is some flip-flops, of course. I got these at the Dollar Tree. We're going to need some yarn, so pick some colors. You can use as many colors as you like. I will be using 2 colors. And then I'm going to be using a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook, some scissors, and then we'll need a needle to weave in our end. Okay, we're going to start with a flip-flop. Alright, and then you're going to start with whatever color you're using. You're going to go ahead and make a slip knot. Okay, and then we're going to take our flip-flop. We're going to take our yarn. We're going to start on either end. And we're going to take our hook and we're going to go under our strap of our flip-flop. We're going to pull our yarn through to attach it like this. Okay, then I'm going to chain 1 just to make sure it's really secure. And then we're going to start by placing single crochets over the strap. So to do that, we're going to yarn under the strap, pull through, yarn over and pull through 2. Okay, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through 2. Okay, so under the strap, pull your yarn through, yarn over, pull through both loops. Okay, and then we're just going to continue this until we fill one side. I usually do about 40 stitches. The more stitches you do, the more full your ruffle is going to be, so keep that in mind. You typically do 40 on each side. So I'm just going to go ahead and keep going. I do about 20 and then it fills up and then I kind of squish it down, which I'll show you guys that when I get there. But we're just going to keep placing single crochets. Okay, so again, one more time, we're going to go under, pull our yarn, yarn over and pull through 2. And again, you can do this as many times as you like. You can do more than 40, less than 40. I'm sure maybe the shoe size makes this strap longer, so you may need more to have it full. But I'll show you guys what it looks like and then you guys can decide how many stitches you need for yours. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead. I'll meet you guys back in just a second once I have this pretty full. Or before I leave you guys, I'm going to show you. As you can see, it's starting to cover my strap. However, there's a lot of gaps, you see. So I just kind of take mine, start from where the beginning, and kind of just pull it down. Not too much, but I want it to be fully covered. Okay. So pretty simple. Go ahead and finish this, and then we'll move on to the other strap. Okay, so this is what it looks like when I have my 40 stitches. You see the whole thing is covered. Don't see any gaps or anything. And now we're literally just going to skip over the thong part and go on this side. So on this side of the past the toe thong, and just place a single crochet. And yes, this little gap right here is fine. Don't worry, when we do our ruffles, it won't really look like that. Plus we're going to start squishing this side down, just how we did this one as we go. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do 40 stitches on this side. So however many stitches I do on one side, I just do the same amount on the other. That way it's pretty even. So pretty simple. Same thing. I'm going to do my 40 stitches and then we'll go on to the actual ruffle. Alright, I have covered the other side. Now we're going to move on to our actual ruffle. So to do that, we're going to chain 2. We're going to turn our work. And then we're going to go into that first stitch and place 3 double crochets. Sorry, it's kind of hard for me to hold these shoes still for the video. I kind of have them facing every which way when doing them. But we're going to go into every stitch now with 3 double crochets. So I just did 3 double crochets into the first, 3 double crochets into the next, and then literally 3 double crochets into every stitch. And you'll notice it'll start to create a ruffle. As you can see, it's already kind of starting to create a ruffle here. Just make sure you don't skip any stitches. And then, pretty simple, I think, just a 3 double crochet in each stitch. Alright, at the end of our row, we should look like this. So this is 3 double crochets in each stitch. I'm at the end, I'm going to chain 1. And then cut my work, pull through, and then as you can see, some of the ruffle, like it might not be facing the right way. You can just turn it pretty much. I just adjust it so that's sitting the way I want it to. And then now I'm going to do my accent color, which is of course not mandatory, it's optional. We're going to use this blue color here. And for this, I'm going to make a slip knot. I'm going to start at the end that I ended on so that I can weave in my thread here. I'm just going to go into the very first stitch, insert my hook, pull through, and then I'm going to chain 1. And then I'm going to take my 2 tails, I'm going to crochet over them so that I don't have to weave them in. And I'm going to go into that very same stitch, that first stitch, with a single crochet. So insert my hook, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, and then I'm going to go into the next stitch with a single crochet. So insert your hook, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. And then I'm literally just going to go into every stitch with a single crochet. Okay, and again, I'm weaving over my tails here, so I apologize if it's hard to see. I'm just going to crochet over them a bit and then I'll cut them off. Okay, that should be good. I'm just going to cut off my tails. That should be easier to show you guys. We're just going into every stitch with a single crochet. So insert our hook, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, I'm just going to do this all the way to the end. Alright, and then at the end, once we place our last single crochet, we're going to do the same thing. We'll chain 1, cut our work, pull through, and then the last thing we need to do is weave in this end. So this is where we'll use our needle, and we'll just weave this end in. Alright, and then after we have that weaved in, we'll just cut that off. And then we are done. Again, you can adjust your ruffle to sit where you want it to, just by turning the actual ruffle and shaping it. But that's all. Then you'll go ahead and do your other flip-flop. And then once you've done your other flip-flop, you are all done. And that is the end of today's tutorial. I hope it was helpful, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.